A light blue background with a dark blue oval in the center with text within it. At the top, bold white text says Empower to Rise 2021. Under that, in orange, a Rising Flame Fellowship for Youth with Disabilities. Below that, in white again, launch event on 13th August. On the right of the text is a majestic phoenix bird emerging from flames in orange, red, and yellow at the bottom.
Parita Dholakia, Healthcare Communication Professional.
If I can see a raised hand for all the deep confident people in the room, hello. So, good afternoon everyone. I hope this volume is fine and you can hear me quite well because I'm wearing invisible noise cancelling headphones wherein I can't hear what I am speaking or how loud or, slow I am. That's how being deaf is. You cannot hear what you are speaking. Only when I'm shouting at my husband, I definitely know that I am loud. So I hope this volume is fine. Yeah, I'm also a little low on energy because I have been detected with COVID recently. So after getting all the vaccine shots, but I'm better and I did not want to miss this opportunity to connect with all of you. All right. So first of all, thank you so much, Rising Flame, to give me this chance to speak with all of you. And also, I want to start off by saying that today I'm going to narrate a few parts of my life experiences of what I have been through and where I've come till now so far, and also give you some instances of some, incredible moments that actually left a deep impact and something that, keeps coming back, keeps like a flashback, and you're like, okay, this is maybe what's the moment that changed my life. So I was born as a blue baby, given 24 hours to survive, and the doctors were like, mostly she will not make it. But at that point in time, I made those first 24 hours, and I think that was the first battle that I had to fight for the numerous more to follow. I've had my first fracture at the age of 3 when I was racing with my older sister for a nightly dose of iron supplement, and bang, I had a fall. I broke my bone. From then till the age of 13, I broke almost most of my bones almost 23 times, and I have undergone like 7 to 8 surgeries to insert metal rods, screws, and whatnot. As Srinidhi mentioned, I have Osteogenesis Imperfecta, which is a rare brittle bone disorder. Right? For me, going to the hospital was very common. Every time I visit, the security guard used to be like, "Ab kaun sa haddi toota hai? Which bone have you broken now?" Or like we had landlines back then, and if we did not pick up the landline at home, my dad will call the hospital because to ask if I was admitted there. Because when I was a kid, there are just two places where I could be, home or the hospital. Yeah, and many of you have congenital issues will relate to that. So you can imagine that school childhood was a very difficult part. In fact, I hardly attended school. I think only in the sixth standard, for the first time, I attended all the days of the academic year. Fortunately, my mom homeschools kids, so I could take notes of what is happening in the class, and I stayed up to date. I was a good student, and my school was quite accommodative. I have given exams sitting in staff rooms with plasters on my legs, and passed those exams. But I hardly had any friends in school. I could not play with them. I could not connect with them. I'll disappear from the class any day, just there. And the teachers kept warning them that, you need to be careful and tender towards this girl because she can break the bone anytime. So people maintain that distance with me. I specifically also remember one instance in 10th standard when the principal of the school had called me and she said, "Do you want to file your SSC nomination form in the disabled category?" I was quite confident and I said, "No, I don't want to do that." Primarily because, till that point in time, never have my parents treated me different or, made me feel that I have a different life, have different challenges or anything like that. They treated me the same as my siblings. They never made me an outlier in any group. And also because my orthopedic surgeon had assured me that by the time I turned 15, 16, my bones would have gained strength and I would be okay, you know. So I had that hope that, okay, after my 10th, now that I've turned 15, I've not broken a bones in so many years, I would be okay, you know. OI is a part of past. Of course, there are two other things that are lifelong that OI has left me with. One is that I have a limp when I walk. One of the time when I had broken my thigh bone, they did not heal correctly. They healed with a curve, because of which my one leg is shorter than the other. But that is there lifelong. And also I have a very bad tooth structure. I keep on chipping my tooth even when I eat something as simple as a candy floss. So these are the two things that are there, and I had accepted it. Like, okay, I can, do this, and I should be okay. Similar to most students with too much of life, hope for life after 16, I bid goodbye to school and look forward to have a normal next phase of life. But hello, osteogenesis imperfecta greeted me again in the form of hearing loss. There's too much of ossification inside my hearing canals. I have tried surgeries, failed at them, lost hearing in 1 year due to surgical complications. I think that was almost from the age of 19 that I started suffering from hearing loss. While I was doing my bachelor's in pharmacy in Mumbai, I started experiencing reduced hearing. I did not know what is happening to me. The teachers were wondering why am I not responding, and I was there wondering why am I not listening to them, right? I remember this one situation very well. We have this Viva where an external validator comes and asks you questions. Oh, she was so mad at me during a Viva round. She was like literally fuming at me in front of the whole class, saying that why are you asking me to repeat the question? Is it because you do not know the answer or because you are not hearing the question? Well, that was another first such moment of shame for me, where I did not know how to react. I eventually went and explained to my teachers that I am facing this situation. This is a new developed situation. Please help me out. And there are things that I heard like it is all in my brain. My hearing is not at all impairing my learning. It's all in my brain. And that was the first time actually that I had gone out and spoken with someone about my hearing loss. So when I spoke to my teacher, that was the first time I went and spoke to someone about my hearing loss. And the comment that she made me realize that I'm going to have a very ugly battle to fight and something that maybe I have to do on my own. Lot of things changed for me with this development of hearing loss, right from, connecting with people, attending group meetings. I was the cultural secretary of my college at that point in time. I used to participate in plays and dramas and everything. Everything reduced, just stopped. Because somewhere my confidence got affected. I did not know how to react to this completely new territory. What I did not lose was the ability to complete my dreams. I had plans to do my master's in US and I continued with those plans. And I really would be thankful to my parents for that because they ensured that whatever I have planned or dreamed, I continue on that path. They had that faith in me. And their faith and support mattered a lot. Right? So there I was in US, Boston, studying in this university, a fresh new take for hard of hearing person and facing this invisible disability. As Aditi mentioned, I was in a country that provides a lot of accommodations, that is providing a lot of accessible solutions. I could have got a note taker in all my classes, but I did not go and ask. I did not speak. I did not reveal that I have a hearing issue. There was a large part of me that was shy, that was vulnerable, that was not ready to accept things like they were. The hearing aid that I was wearing was a small one, which would be covered with my hair, and I did not have to tell anyone that I am not listening. and I thought I'm doing well. But students in general, in an international country with new accents, new things, new workload, they are facing a lot of pressure. To add on to that, I had also to face this whole unspoken disability to deal with. So I wish I had tried to reach out for help at the right time. Help was available, I did not take it. Then, of course, I graduated and came the working life. And as you are aware that my hearing loss is progressive. So with passing time, it has kept on increasing, and today it's almost down to zero. I did not inform any of the job seekers about my hearing accommodation. I was confident that I'm fulfilling my duties. I'm fit enough for my job. I will do a great job, and probably that's all that matters. I was in two minds, whether to inform the interviewer about my hearing problems. Should I write it in my CV that I have an issue? Should I tell them during the last round of the interview? I did not have anyone to ask. I took stress at job interviews, at meeting new people, interacting with bosses. Every day was a stress. While work ability is all that does matter, what also went wrong eventually had me split into two people. One was the normal person that every employee sees, the jovial one, the one who doesn't always answer the questions asked, but one who is happy and does her job well. And the other person, the one who is silently suffering and silently stressing herself each day. Each day during lunchtime, she's worried that she will have to go and join her colleagues and have lunch with them and talk to them in a noisy environment. That person also had to rush for all meetings and ensure that she is the first one there so that she can get a place where she can see the face of the speaker. She dreaded office parties because for the life of her, she missed out on all the jokes. She hated making presentations because she was always worried that she would not hear the questions asked from the end of the room. I get severe tinnitus when I deal with such kind of stress. And more than 70% of my days, every day, I sleep with heavy ringing in my ear. But I added this stress to my own life because I did not reveal my problems. And because I thought that with the hearing aid, I'm fine and normal, I can make it. I think that was quite wrong. I should have accepted it at the right time. Almost 8 to 9 years ago, with the progressive nature of my condition, I was in a situation where I was dreading my career aspects, my aspirations, how I'm going to climb the corporate ladder, how it would affect me, my future life. But I did not know whom to reach out to. What I have done is, I've literally sent cold emails on LinkedIn to D&I leaders, influencers, and tried to ask for help. I've tried to get more clarity on the situation. And in the process, I have made some great friends, some great mentors, and I actually got a chance to be a part of some deaf and hearing, hard of hearing community. It feels awesome to be able to do that. Yes, but I wish I would have done that earlier. Because reaching out to the community at the right time for support really matters. It does boost your confidence. At my current organization, I work in a pharma company in Mumbai since the last 7 years now. And I still remember the first time I revealed to my manager that I am facing this situation. His first reaction was all like, oh, no wonder you do not hear us when we call you from the back. Have he always thought that I am absent-minded or arrogant to ignore calls and certain comments? Yeah, I did not know that this image has been formed about me. But had I not revealed, maybe a lot more would have got lost in translation. Typically, my day at work involves a lot of meetings, presentations, connecting with different stakeholders. And people who are aware of my situation are amazed with the way things are being worked out. Sometimes I amaze myself too. But how I do that is I rely a lot on written communication. Right? I leverage the available technology, software that provide live captions, hardware. There are certain hardware that you can collect voice from all the speakers in the room and transcribe it for you. My team, my company has been accommodative. Like if I'm in a meeting along with them, they will put it in the chat box that Parita, this question is directed to you. Or, when the managing director or other directors of the organization joins a meeting with me, they turn on their videos to ensure that I can see their lip movements. These are small gestures, but they can help me a lot. Right? Definitely there is a lot more that they can do. And all this is going a long way. But for them too, it's an uncharted territory. Like they too have never dealt with an employee like me. Hey, but we all are learning here. The good thing is for you and I is that people are including us in their conversations. Organizations today are talking about D&I, are talking about empathy. But I strongly believe that inclusiveness is incomplete if we are not talking about the disabled community too. According to a recent report, some 90% of organizations are talking about D&I. But out of these 90%, only 4% are talking including disability in these conversations. That has to change. And that change will come at you and me. It is an opportunity, not a task. We have the onus to increase the noise, the share of voice and awareness about these topics. We must remember this when we are talking about accessibility. It has to be an equity that has maintained across the world. It cannot be reached till all places around us provide the same benefit. Whatever part of the country we are in, you cannot board a train in Kerala, which has a ramp for a wheelchair, and get down at Mumbai, which has none. It has to be a two-way thing. If I'm booking an Uber cab, I get to know the driver is there, but the driver doesn't get to know if the passenger is there. And yet they keep calling me, where do you want to go? And I'm like, dude, I'm not listening your question. Why are you asking? But that has to change, and that change has to come with you and I. But yes, there is a lot of support that is available, but we have to reach out and find out how we can go around that. One thing that the recent COVID situation has brought in is a lot of new terms and new lingo. The one that I do not like is unprecedented. But the one that I really like is new normal. New normal stands for hope. New normal stands for adaptability and shows that people are ready to change as the situation demands. So I think for all of us, it should be that let's make an inclusive and accessible society the new normal.
Empower to Rise 2021 by Rising Flame. Rising Flame's social media links as follows. Website risingflame.org, Twitter Rising Flame Now, Instagram risingflame_now, Facebook Rising Flame Now.